What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for some more Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Battle Spot Live Inverse Edition. This is episode number 2, and coming into today we are sitting at a record of 3-0 so far. So no losses yet. We'll see if we can continue that trend today, as we are going to be bringing the same team. We've got our Bulk Up, Go-Goat, Guts, Swillow, Nasty Crobat. Not Nasty Crobat, Nasty Plot Crobat. He's not nasty, he's a beautiful bat. He's a beautiful creature. Then we have Choice Specs, Jolteon, Physically Defensive, Avalugg with a Rocky Helmet, and then, last but not least, Rock Polish, Never Melt Ice, Aurorus. So I actually went through that team very quickly. We haven't even found a battle yet. That's the thing about Inverse, though, is that this ladder is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like PU1 Showdown if you ever play that. It's somewhat difficult to find battles because people just don't play it as much, and especially at night, and that's when I'm recording, so I don't know. Last time I found battles relatively quickly, but I may have to edit certain parts of this out depending on if it takes forever. Possibly. I don't really know. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. By the time you're watching this, I am not recording stuff because I've got family staying with me and all of that fun stuff. So this video will probably be coming out towards the end of that time. So I'm almost getting back to recording. My goodness, this is taking such a long time. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to edit this. Definitely gonna have to edit future episodes, but not much I can do about that. So I'm actually pretty happy with the teams that we ran into last time. An opposing trainer cannot be found. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that all over again. Let's go back into rating battle. This is a fun way to start, by just me talking about literally nothing. Literally nothing. So yeah, if you're wondering how to get to inverse battles, that's how you do it. You just click the special meta. That's all there is to it. Come on, there's got to be some Japanese players like on the ladder or something. Somebody's got to play inverse. Inverse is fun. There we go. We got somebody from the United States, from Georgia. The Peach State. This is a pretty cool team. Is Aurorus like just super common in inverse? Did I pick like standard.jpg team here or what? It's like the second or third time we've seen an Aurorus. So I also see the Mega Kangaskhan and the Superior. I'm expecting those two to be like the most standard things because they're just so good offensively in the inverse meta. I also see the Swampert. I'm guessing that's not going to be Mega. Or maybe it's like an alternate Mega. I don't know. I see the Malamar as well. Psychic is another very good offensive typing in inverse. And Infernape. I don't know if Infernape's any good in inverse. I haven't given it a go. But maybe I should. There's so many sets that you can run with Infernape too. That's why I just like it as a Pokemon. You can use it, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 times and never use the same set twice. Because it can just do so many different things. Alright, so we're going to bring Jolteon because I just want to bring Jolteon. I would like to bring the Jolteon. It does take care of the Superior really easily. And actually, he might not bring the Superior because I'm just noticing that it does not have an item. That's rather interesting. But I'm going to bring Avalugg too. Basically, the plan of attack here is that every time I see a Kangaskhan, I'm bringing Avalugg. Because Kangaskhan can in no way, shape, or form beat Avalugg one-on-one. It cannot beat it even when I'm switching in. It resists Power-Up Punch. It has nothing to hit Avalugg super effectively unless it's running Ice Punch. And I've yet to see one run it even in inverse. And that's just because Ice Punch, or just ice coverage in general, in inverse is really bad because it only hits other ice types. So the only reason you would run it would be to specifically take out things like Avalugg, and I don't know if it's nearly as common, or nearly common enough to want to take a move slot to run that, because for the most part Kangaskhan can just steamroll teams by itself. It doesn't really need a lot of support. But anyway, I'm just saying random things here. He's going to lead off with the Infernape. This could be like a lead Infernape type deal with Fake Out. I don't really know, or it could just be like choiced, possibly. Choiced in some way. I'm not really sure. It could also be Focus Sash. It could be so many different things. I think, though, I just want a Volt Switch, even though I could Signal Beam this. He actually leaves it out, okay. And he's not Scarfed. So he just lets me hit it with a Volt Switch there, which does a lot of damage. Could have just killed you with a Signal Beam. Unless you're Focus Sash, of course. But I don't want to take that risk of taking all that damage on Jolteon. So I'm going to go right into Avalugg because I resist the stab of this. So he's actually going to go for the Nasty Plot. Interesting. Interesting choice. Even if he was Focus Sash, he would only be able to hit me with a Vacuum Wave the following turn, and he actually shows off the Fire Pledge. And I don't know why I clicked Earthquake. I should have clicked Avalanche. Old habits there, I guess, or a misclick. I don't know. That was just a case of me not paying attention. I got distracted. Whoops. My bad. He's going to go for Acrobatics now. Do you not have an item? No, you do have an item. Okay, so he's just going to die to the rock. That was weird. Nasty Plot, Fire Pledge, Acrobatics. I don't know what's happening. But I did go for Recover this time. I actually made the right play for once. And we're going to get back up to full health, and Infernape is gone. So that actually worked out well for me. But I don't think that this person really knows what they're doing. I don't understand why you would have an Infernape with an item that is using Acrobatics after using Nasty Plot, or why you're running Fire Pledge at all, ever. So, yeah, I'm going to assume that he just is not really too sure. But either way, Aurorus is coming out, so I'm going to make the switch here since this thing can just kill me in one hit. So I'll go into Swellow as he's actually going to go for the Ancient Power. I resist that. Please don't get the boost. Please don't get the boost. Okay, he did not get the boost, so we get our Flame Orb off. And now this thing dies because I just clicked Facade. Unless this is Focus Sash, which it is not. So Aurorus is out of the way, and that means Avalugg is safe because that was really the only thing I was worried about as far as Avalugg being concerned. So I'm expecting like Kangaskhan maybe? Yeah, it's going to be Kangaskhan. So we have this in the bag here pretty much because Kangaskhan cannot beat Avalugg. I could just leave Swellow out to die to get a safe switch. There's really no reason. There's no reason whatsoever. So I'm just going to go into Avalugg. Maybe he'll go for Fake Out or something. If he goes for Power Up Punch, that's fine too, because at +2, Double Edge will still not kill me. And he's going to take all kinds of recoil. The fact that he hits twice is actually great for me because that means more Rocky Helmet damage. So he's actually going to go for the Power Up Punch to get up to +2, which is fine because that does absolutely nothing. He's doing more damage to himself, as even with both hits and the second one being at +1, he still does not even do 10 HP worth of damage, as he takes like 30-ish% from all the Rocky Helmet recoil. And now I can just fire off an Avalanche as he's going to go for Mega Punch. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what he's doing, as he is going to get a crit. That's going to be meaningless, as the second hit still is not doing too much. And Avalanche is going to be boosted, so I'm pretty sure this Kangaskhan is gone, as it is. So Avalugg putting in some work, which is nice, and that was a relatively fast first battle. Only about 8 minutes or so. Actually, it wasn't even that long because it took me forever to find the battle in the first place. Yeah. So, with that being said, that is going to bring our record up to 4-0 on the series, and we can go ahead and look for another one. And if it's a decently long battle, I will just keep it at that. But if it's a really, really short one, I'll look for a third one. Because I would like the video to be at least 15 minutes. I don't like it if it dips below that. I feel like it just should be a little bit longer. I don't know. Maybe I just like to record longer than that. Who knows? Who knows what's going on inside my head? It's never anything good. Let's see if we can find a battle, or if I'm going to have to do that whole thing again. We shall see. We shall see indeed. I'm trying to think of other Pokemon that I would like to use on Inverse. If you guys have any suggestions for things you think might be good, definitely put that down in the comment section. I'd be open to suggestions, probably even more so in Inverse, just because I'm not like super familiar with it. I have a relatively decent idea on how to play it and what's good and what's not good, but yeah, suggestions help, of course. Of course, you guys always have good ideas anyway. So we have somebody from Japan here, and this looks like a normal Battle Spot team. Mega Kangaskhan, Hippowdon, Aegislash, Dragonite, Talonflame, and Rotom Wash. Alrighty. Aurorus actually could put in some work against this team. It will beat Aegislash, which could be very helpful, although Go-Goat can also beat Aegislash because it is specially defensive, and I can just, if I can predict around the King Shield to get my bulk up boost, I can hit it with a Horn Leech, which is super effective. Or a Rock Slide, either or. So, I guess we can lead off with Go-Goat. It actually takes on the Dragonite very well also. And Hippowdon's not a good matchup, but I do take on Talonflame as well. So Go-Goat actually does put in some work against my opponent's team. And what is your other move? Oh yeah, Freeze Dry. I was about to say. I couldn't think of what Aurorus' fourth move was. I was like, I know it has Hyper Voice, Rock Polish, Earth Power. What was that fourth move? Freeze Dry, of course. Of course. So I think I do want to bring the Aurorus. And what else? What else would I want to bring? Probably the Avalugg, just because it takes on Dragonite. I mean, I can EQ that, and I just won't die, basically, if he outrages or Dragon Dances, and I have that Rocky Helmet recoil. I can take on Talonflame and Yeah, Avalugg is definitely my best choice. Definitely my best choice. So let's get into it here. And if we could see Go-Goat pick up a kill, that would be fantastic. Pick up a kill or two and not get Toxic Stalled. That would be awesome. Poor Go-Goat getting Toxic Stalled by Amandabuzz last time. That was unfortunate. So he's going to lead off with Aegislash, which is actually pretty good for me. He's probably going to go for a King Shield on turn 1. And I can very easily just bulk up here. So that's good for me too, especially if he is weakness policy, which he could be. Could be lefties, but sometimes they're weakness policy. So if I do end up activating that, having my defense raised a little bit so that Shadow Sneak does a little bit less damage could very well be helpful. Now, I don't want to dilly-dally and just continue to bulk up because I guarantee if I do that, I will be hit with 1,500 special defense drops from Shadow Ball, and I'm not really about that life. So we need to be careful with how many times we go for bulk up here. Do I want to go for it again? I mean, he's guaranteed not to go for King Shield this turn, so we can at least get a hit off. So I will Horn Leech, and that does a lot of damage, 75% while this thing is in shield form. And unfortunately, that is going to actually activate his weakness policy. Maybe I should have tried to bulk up one more time, because now he's going to get a +2 hit off on me. But at the same time, Aegislash doesn't have any recovery, so getting all that damage off is helpful. As even at +2, that didn't do a ridiculous amount of damage. Now, he might King Shield here, so I kind of want to Milk Drink, predicting that. I don't think I'm within Shadow Sneak range, so he's not even going to bother trying it. And he's not going for King Shield. He's actually going to Shadow Ball me again. So that was a good play, predicting me to not want to attack him this time. The mind games with Aegislash are real, as... yeah, he's doing a little bit more damage than I'm able to recover, which is not good for me. That's a losing battle, which means oh, he's going to Shadow Sneak. I am at +1 defense, though. Is that going to do enough? Yes, it is. Aegislash, too powerful. Okay, Go-Goat going down. I should have Horn Leeched instead of Milk Drinking, I guess. Or maybe I should have just been more careful not to activate that weakness policy when I knew beforehand that a lot of them like to run that. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world because I can just go right into Aurorus here, and I can just throw off a Hyper Voice. There's really nothing he can do to stop me. Even if he does go into shield form, I will be able to KO him the turn after. So his only play would be to, I guess, either just hard switch, but then something takes a lot of damage. I'm tempted to Rock Polish too, predicting him to either King Shield or want to switch out. That is very tempting. So he is actually going to switch out, and he's going to go into Kangaskhan. Why Kangaskhan? Why are you switching Kangaskhan when I can attack you? And I did. I went for Hyper Voice, and that does like 75% to this thing. So this thing is dead, because that's within range of 2 Rocky Helmet hits. So whatever he hits me with here, I hope he goes for Power Up Punch or Fake Out. That would be fantastic. That was not a good play on my opponent's part. I don't know what he was predicting, if he really thought I was going to like Rock Polish there or something. But then even still, what was he going to go for? Oh, just double edge. He wasn't even going for fake out. I'm not sure what he's doing. I do not understand that play because he does not even do 50% to me, and all of the recoil from the Rocky helmet is going to take down Kangaskhan. So yeah, bye. See you later. That's completely fine by me. Because now Aurorus might be able to sweep him. Sweep him? Not sweet, as in candy. I mean, Aurorus is pretty sweet, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So Aegislash is here. He's probably just going to kill me with a Shadow Ball, and I really can't do anything about it. Don't really want to switch Aurorus in on an attack, because he could crit me. So it's probably in my best interest to just click Avalanche here, because if he manages to not kill me for some reason, I will kill him with an Avalanche. So yeah. And does he outspeed me? Yes, he does outspeed me. So he's going to go for Shadow Ball, and this should be a dead Avalugg, as it is. Goodbye, Avalugg. We hardly knew ye. You did your job, though, which is to neutralize Mega Kangaskhan. But we had a little bit of help because he just kind of switched it in on an Aurorus for some reason. He had to be predicting, like, I don't know. He had to be predicting Rock Polish. That's the only thing I can think of. But, alright, so I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice here. He can't really do anything about it. If he King Shields, that's fine, because I'll still kill him the next turn. He's actually just going to go for the Shadow Sneak, though. And I especially don't understand that switch with Aegislash because he gave up his weakness policy boost, only to go right back into Aegislash the turn after. So that is just all very confusing to me, but I suppose it doesn't matter because we're in a great position now. And if his last Pokemon is something like Rotom Wash, we just get the victory handed to us, as this is going to get OHKO'd by a Hyper Voice. He cannot hit me super effectively with anything. And I don't think he's going to live regardless. I mean, even if he was Spadef, I don't know if he would live because it's Refrigerate boosted, super effective. And of course, we get a meaningless critical hit to add insult to injury as we are going to pick up the victory. And that is going to bring our record to 5-0 on the series. And that's going to be the end of this episode. So we have one more episode with this team before we change things up. And we'll see how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you're leaving a like, rating, or a comment, or whatever you like to do, of course. And I will see you all next time. And until then, game on.